All right, we are back with the Week 6, Episode 7 broadcast of MLA. We have here the Ginger, Man Bun, and Short Stack with the podcast crew. Your sponsor of the week is Discord. This app makes it easy for you to stay up to date on all league activity and chatter. Perfect way to ignore your work during the week. And you can find the MLA rules, even see the active trade block and make trade discussions. And most importantly, schedule your goddamn games. These advance times will be getting ridiculous.
Seriously, you don't have to wait till the last fucking day to play your games, people. Get your shit together. All right, medical minute time. A very devastating week in the NFL this week with a whopping absolutely fucking nobody sustaining longer than a game injury. The fuck's up with these sliders, guys? This is not sim at all. Nobody's fucking hurt. Packers would have had Packers would have had 11 or 12 people out for the season by now in real life. So let's fucking figure this shit out.
That's just the games he watches.
Exactly. The shit I'm talking about.
All right, we're going to jump into the first game of the week. It's going to be Bills versus Titans. We got Lancer versus Kuski here. Wow, this was a tale of two different fucking offenses. You got the passing game on Lancer, and you got the Kuski run game going on over here.
Oh, holy shit, dude. Fucking Lancer couldn't do anything to stop that running game. Mariota only completes 6 passes, and you put up 43 points. Holy buckets.
Where did the 43 come from, even with those stats?
That's what I was...
Had to get some defensive touchdowns, I'm guessing. He threw 3 picks.
There are 3 touchdowns on the offensive side of the Titans.
Lewis also had 51 yards and a touchdown.
Okay, so there's 4. There's 28.
They could be field goals, maybe a defensive touchdown from there.
Maybe. Who knows, but yeah. 12 passes. When you can put the ball out in the air only 12 times and still come with 43 points, you're doing something right there.
When you complete only 6 passes to get 43 points.
Yeah. I mean, shit, that's the type of game that really breaks the chain of Madden. Good job.
Is Dalvin hurt? I see a Corey Grant.
No, he's not hurt. We would have seen a medical minute.
Dalvin had nine carries. He just didn't have any. He didn't have a touchdown.
Oh.
Tennessee's defense came to play.
Yep. All right.
Was that a game that happened? Right.
I have no fucking clue. I think so. Yeah, because I took all the sim games out because Daddy Leagues didn't sync. So yeah, all these should be games that happen.
Okay.
All right, next we got the Broncos and the Chargers. You got the new guy coming into Mac's territory. Mac getting back on the right foot after that loss last week. Gotta get that Super Bowl trophy. Can't be dropping games.
Mac having a big bounce back week after a disappointing loss. Good for you. See you got
that guy that Ginger refuses to recognize had a pretty good game.
Who's that?
One season. Exactly. Tyrod Taylor coming in with 9 completions for 3 touchdowns.
Okay.
Talking about marching. What?
So to go with the guy I don't speak of having 4 sacks, Bosa also had 3. Tranquil had 2, and Phillips added 1. So you're looking at a 10 sack game on Mac's side. The Broncos could not protect them.
Big yikes. Big yikes. You got Gordon stuffing the ball down the field, and then Tyrod picking up the red zone touchdowns, it looks like, and 9 completions for 3 touchdowns.
So at least it's sim, real life. I mean, I'm pretty sure that left tackle had like 4 holding penalties this weekend against Mac.
Yeah.
All right, new Broncos guy. Come on, buddy. We just talked about this. 5 completions and 3 interceptions. We have got to start making those bigger spreads, or else there's just not going to be any competition in the league for you.
I mean, he has played MJD and Mac in back-to-back games.
10 sacks is going to make you do some stupid shit.
Yeah. I don't know.
Who knows how many of those were 3rd and 25 desperation heaves.
Got to figure out a way to neutralize the rush, quick outs and stuff.
All right, next up we got the Browns and the Niners. You got Darth and Scrubbo. God, who would have guessed Darth can actually pull out a win?
Darth fucking bumping that average back up after that X-Dog thrashing. 12 for 136.
Good job, Darth. Way to give me some separation in my division. That's what Knock those other guys down.
Also, Goodwin only had 32 yards in the game, so either he can cheese to Coleman or cheese to Goodwin. Can't do them both. He's not as talented as we thought he was.
Right, you credit Darth, man.
You've been bashing on him all season. You don't even think he's talented.
He's rushing the ball pretty well. That's uncharacteristic, so good for him.
Yeah. I mean, if you would have traded me a running back, he'd probably be doing better.
Ooh, Scrubbo. Kareem Hunt's going to be a running back in the future, but you're going to start having to feed him the rock a little bit more. He rushes 20 yards. That's not going to cut it. I know Darth has a good D line, but you got to find a way.
Did Scrubbo trade Chubb?
No, Chubb had 1 carry for 8 yards. He's been trying to, but I think he likes Kareem more than Chubb.
Yeah. Not bad passing the ball, though. 21-31. It's not bad.
No, not at all.
Right.
Jimmy G, 9%. Oh, God.
Oh. All right, so we're going to kick it over here to the Colts Chiefs. We got Freak and Volk, and wow. I mean, the biggest thing I can point out right here is...
Holy fuck.
That's a clean-ass game from passing, though.
I'm seeing 3 rushing touchdowns from Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, I was like wondering that myself. He's got 120 yards on Breida and another TD on the ground too. So 4 rushing TDs.
That's there's quite a lot. There's quite a lot of controversy in the main chat. When you got Nadman coming and flaming in the main chat, I mean, yeah, probably not doing something right. But
seriously, there's 6 incompletions this entire game and 38 passes.
Oh yeah. I mean, it just, I don't know. It kind of sounds like that Volk might have been doing something he wasn't supposed to, according to Freak, and then flaming in the chat happened. But who knows? I'm speculating. I didn't watch the game. But the big thing here is that Volk found a way to neutralize Nam Hines and take the ball out of his hand, and good things are gonna happen.
Right, Ebron with 50-yard average.
And also Hill only got 3 catches for 26 yards. So on the other hand, Freak figured out how to shut down Hill too.
Good. I need separation from that little bastard in the receiver race.
I think your guy's a little bastard.
I was gonna say this would have been a really good game to watch. All offense, no defense, and very few mistakes. It'd been a good one.
Yep. Good game.
All right, next we got the Jets versus the Eagles.
Fucking rage.
Spin, baby, spin. Holy shit. Billy kicks off fucking Madden 20 with a first user game, and oh my god.
Well, I mean, when he was nearly threatening to send tweets to EA to fix their garbage ass game, he almost had him to do it, didn't you?
I was able to crawl into bed with a raging migraine last night thanks to listening to that game, but it was well worth it. I have to admit.
Migraine. That was pure entertainment right there.
Well, when my wife in the other room is asking me to turn my headset down, there's something going on. Oh yeah.
Told me to broadcast it through the TV so she could hear.
I probably should have done that in hindsight, but I think the neighbors might have called the cops on me. That was, yeah, the first Billy Rage of the season. We're off to a fun start, folks. Stay tuned. But furthermore, getting into the actual
in case
stats
anyone
of the game.
wondering, spin is the most broken thing in Madden.
Yeah,
according to
per
Billy.
Getting into the actual stats of this game, yeah, Ito Smith had a big day on the ground, almost 200 yards, 21 rushes. That's, find a way to control the clock.
He had a pretty decent game passing too, besides the 2 interceptions on 4 incompletions.
Yeah, I agree.
It was just an all-around good game.
Even Sam Darnold didn't even have that bad of a game. 11 for 21, 2 TDs and a pick.
11 for 21 is not that great though.
And
I don't know.
And
not bad.
And the 3 catches to Robbie Anderson probably inflated that with the 74-yard bomb. You take the 74-yard bomb out, those stats aren't looking that great.
You take Robbie Anderson's 3 catches out, he's now like 8 passes for 40 yards.
I don't think I've seen Le'Veon with under 100 yards rushing though.
Hey, pizza rock.
Yep.
All right. Next up, we got the Cowboys versus the Packers.
Oof.
I mean, Biz might be finally figuring something out. He didn't have over 20 carries on Elliott, but still got 100 yards on the ground.
Yeah.
Damn, Tavon Austin 1 catch.
1 catch, 75 yards and a TD. That's called efficient.
That is efficient.
Oh,
Damn,
yeah.
can't even hate on Biz this week. This is
No, we get that. The 75 yards kind of screws the yards per attempt average, but
Well,
Yeah.
he's over 10. That's weird.
shit, he only had 10 of 12. He didn't really pass the ball either. He must have just, like, been on offense draining the clock, I guess.
He does that every game. What do you mean?
what's his MO?
Oh, gosh, yeah.
That's probably Elliott's smallest rushing total of the season as far as carries.
Yeah, I guess it is. Usually he's over 30.
Two field goals isn't going to get you very many wins in this league either. You got to find a way to punch the rock in the end zone.
Biz got a good D. I think Biz
He does.
might have the best scoring D in the league. It's him or MJD.
Probably. He has the ball for like over half the game, so.
Probably well over half.
Yeah, I'm tired. You know what I meant.
All right, so we're going into the Patriots versus the Redskins. Hulk putting the beat down on Tesla, almost dropping the 50 burger, and just mainly on the ground doing his damage. After Geist goes down, he's finding ways to keep that ball moving.
Bryce loves average though.
Did AP find the end zone a
Holy
couple times too?
shit! AP had 136 yards and 1 TD. So yeah, pounding that rock.
There's 4 touchdowns, so I'm not sure where all the other. Brady must have threw a couple pick sixes or something.
He just said AP. had
4 field goals too.
Ah, yeah, that'll do it.
12, 20,
Yeah,
there's
that's
40 of them.
But yeah,
Pick six.
314 yards on the ground between Love and Peterson. That's gonna get the job done most times.
Yeah,
How many rushing yards I have on the season.
if somebody's gonna run it down your throat, you gotta make sure when you get your chances on offense, you gotta put points on the board. If your opponent's controlling the clock, so that's basically what this is boiling down to.
Yeah, no rushing on the side over there. Tesla and Brady was semi inefficient with the 10 incompletions and 3 picks.
Yeah. The run blocking needs to be tuned down a little.
I agree, and Edelman had a decent game for him though.
You shouldn't be having over 50% the running backs in the league average 100 yards a game.
I'm sorry, I'm a good user.
User running back.
Exactly. All right,
You
next
said somebody.
we got the Bears and Raiders, and this was a freaking barn burner till the end.
Not kidding.
Dawson Pomp went to OT on this, and it was back and forth every step of the way this game.
Wow.
Dose was really committing to that Cohen ground game though.
Yeah, he was good for him.
28
Kind of sad.
rushes.
I missed this game. Probably been a good one.
Oh yeah.
Why is Cohen have 28 rushes in Montgomery not part of this?
I don't know. You'll have to talk to Dose about that one. But the big other headlines are the defensive stat lines, where you got Mack with 6 sacks, and then Joseph had 3 picks. He dropped another 2. He could have had easily 5 picks this game, including one in OT that could have turned the game.
I didn't see either of those. Jesus.
It's a bummer. Carr had a good day passing the ball. Almost 400 yards, 4 touchdowns, only 1 pick.
Good day passing when he's not getting sacked.
Yeah, not wrong.
Oh, gosh, yeah, but that was probably an amazing game to watch, and if you definitely get a chance to tune in, they're both really good at taking games to or having close games lately. All right.
Yeah, I've seen Dose have a lot of close games.
Is that a compliment or I'm not even sure.
I don't
It
know,
is if you
dude.
want it is for viewer activity.
All right, next up we got the Falcons versus the Texans. We got Rogue and Solar taking it to Solar again. Like, just when I say Rogue can't play offense, he's starting to put up some points and figure this shit out.
Yep, Falcons keep rolling on, man. Get their fifth win of the season, right? Is it 5? Yeah, 5th.
Yeah.
I think Soler got a little demoralized, I believe, when his receiver or his D-back jumped up, batted the ball away from my tight end about 10 yards in the air, and I took my tight end and went and caught it anyway.
Wow, you can't make some of this shit up.
Yeah, he got a little mad and done a few things.
I mean, I'd be a little
Sounds like
upset too if that happened to me.
Looks like you had a little trouble getting past that solid front line, though. 14 rushes, 38 yards. Yeesh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, God, yeah, but too bad Julio fucking sucks. Only 133 yards on 3 catches.
I think he guessed run on one of my catches. It was
He
like
did.
A
He did.
60-yard TD.
Yeah, he guessed run, and
Ah.
Julio ran free for like a 60 or 70 yard bomb.
Yeah.
Mm,
I was like, I'm just
Gotcha.
gonna lob it up to that guy.
All
Still
right.
taking care. Yeah. God, I'm done.
Okay. All right. Next game, we got MJD keeping the freaking train rolling. This time his victim was Tanner, and oh god, did it get bad?
Bad,
Sounded-
not really. That game
sounded-
was really close.
It was
Sounded like
close,
it.
but it kind of pulled away there at the end.
Yeah, it was a 6-point game, I think, or an 8-point game until what, like the last couple minutes.
Yeah, but MJD put that freaking dagger in it and solidified just another victory where he's putting up huge points.
Yeah,
Cam being Cam, 4 picks.
yeah, that's a little rough. That's just getting adjusted to the timing. That's I don't know, Tanner.
I watched a few of them.
That's-
A few of those was Cam being Cam. Airmail.
Yeah, I mean Tanner doesn't play this game very much. He's probably used to it, mechanics.
Probably better
So-
than him.
Looks like MJD might have thrown his first interception. That was actually his fault this year, though. It sounded like you said earlier.
I think that was his first interception period.
Yeah, the Rosen interception wasn't him, so yeah, that was his first interception period.
Oh, okay, that's right. It was a summer or something.
No, it was before he got him.
Oh,
The
okay,
guy threw it.
okay, gotcha. Westbrook had a good game.
Yeah, he did.
Keenan Allen also put up 91 yards and a TD to complement Westbrook.
I feel like Tanner should have ran the ball a few more times.
No
He was
kidding,
like-
Tanner.
Well,
7
Blount,
for 99.
Blount has 4 carries for 20 yards, and Cam has 4 carries for 20 yards as well.
Feed CMC. He's hungry.
7 for 99 though.
Yeah, it'd probably been a good idea to pound the rock at least a few more times.
Tanner takes care of the ball and doesn't throw 4 picks. It could have been a different game.
Different game.
Oh, yeah.
I
Or,
have to make sure I actually come into the game against Tanner thinking not fucking around.
yeah, he's got a rushing attack. He's got an explosive offense that can bring it to you quick.
Mm.
And Luke to force fumbles.
Mm-hmm. All right, our next game is the Vikings versus the Giants. Me versus Gunn.
Yeah.
Got fucked up by Barkley. Oh, he got fucked up by Scott. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
That's a good game running the ball for Nick. Does that say 3 touchdowns? Yeah, 3 touchdowns
This
on the
also
ground.
says 5 sacks on Hunter.
Yeah, that's just good clock management right there.
Jesus Christ! Did like one player from every part of your team just decide to break out?
I mean, efficient offense. You run the ball with Scott, and then you throw the ball to Diggs. Also, this is I finally went back to the old tried and true strategy of just go find the fastest running back in free agency, sign him, and play him, and this is what happens.
I got to get a little owner insight from the Vikings. What happened? Why was Taysom Hill starting last week in this game? Now it's Kirk Cousins. Care to comment?
Taysom Hill got the first quarter, and he didn't do too well. He was 0 for 3 with a 1 rush for a fumble, and then after that, he got benched for the rest of the game.
Is this going to be an ongoing quarterback battle, or is Kirk Cousins solidified as starter roll back?
I don't know. Like, Taysom might get a few more shots at it. We'll see how the season goes on. Like, if I start losing a few, Taysom might need to take over and right the ship.
All right.
Quarterback of the future.
Quarterback of the future. Have you seen this draft class? There's only one good one, and I'm not going to have a high enough draft pick to get him.
Yeah, glad I don't have to worry about that shit.
You got a lot of computer games coming up.
Yeah, about fucking 5 of them. All right. In the game of the week, the Ravens versus the Steelers, the fucking David versus the Goliath matchup. How the hell did Sin pull off this victory, and what does this look like for the rest of the league?
David versus Goliath. That's a little bit fucking rough.
Yeah,
But
weird.
regardless, yes, X-Dog was the heavy favorite. I mean, he hasn't fucking lost in 2 Maddens in GGFL, so I mean, you got to take that for what it was. I just honestly, this game was just all Lamar Jackson. He could not fucking miss anything. It was absolutely nuts.
Pollard had like 3 more rush attempts at that same average. He would have broke stat cap, but he would have won.
Yeah, that's thanks to a failed 4-3 scheme and horrible tackling by me.
Like
So
80-yard touchdowns.
yeah, that'll do it. I mean, it is what it is. Humphrey came up with a few clutch interceptions to really.
Humphrey was a beast. He was breaking on everything. That wasn't 3 user picks. That was 3 computer picks.
Absolutely, they were all computer picks, and yeah, Humphrey was just reading the ball really well that game, and all in all, it was just men decided it was my game, I guess, because my team came to play, and that's all there is to it.
And Lamar Jackson's a cheat code.
Lamar Jackson is a cheat code.
You do make a good point on David Goliath. That's probably 2 good odds for you. But going forward, I'm so sorry to Mac. You're going to get fucking raped next week. X is going to take out his whole frustration and force onto you, and I would watch out.
Give it to you.
You might want to watch out for that 50 burger and the 0 and that goose egg in your column. And now we'll go. Oh, go ahead.
No, just like I just commenting on Lamar's play. Like there was a distinct play. I remember that the pocket collapsed on me. I was gonna roll out with him, and I saw tight end wide open down the middle, and he like threw like a 45-yard bomb, like dead on the run in the air, and it was nuts. It was just right on the fucking money. And it was at that point I kind of knew that men wanted me to win that game, and luckily I didn't piss it down my leg. I certainly tried a few times.
God damn, we got the next fucking prophet over here getting spoken to by the gods.
I didn't say that.
And then,
fun fact of the week that time. This is the first time since Madden 17 or older, I can't remember that far back, the X has not been leading his division.
That's just impressive on how great X has been and how dominant he's been, but also just how big this win was for Sin and what it might mean for the league.
Cutting out horribly for everybody else.
You guys forget that I still have to play him once more this year in the biggest week of the fucking season. So.
Oh, don't worry. I have comments coming for our week 8 mid-season.
Great.
All right, and so the players of the week are pretty obvious when you got a guy who runs for 222 yards on 12 attempts and 2 TDs, and then a guy who puts up 6 sacks and 1 forced fumble. It's pretty easy. Tony Pollard and Khalil Mack are our players of the week. Like, there's a few other people that could get some shout-outs, but these were the 2 above and beyond top performers.
Yeah, it's hard to argue with that.
Not even a comparison. Those are just 2 standouts.
I will say he got lucky that Hunter got a fumble recovery and a defensive touchdown called back for be a penalty, or else he might be up here with his 5 sacks.
Slight bias.
All right, and so we're gonna jump into the new power rankings for this week. We only have a few moving here. We have Sin jumping up to number 1, X falling all the way down to 5, and then dropping out of the power rankings is Billy, and moving in is Jordan on the Bucks.
Billy got spin cycled right the fuck out of here.
I just want to comment and say that putting me at number 1 was completely against my judgment, and I didn't fucking want it, but apparently I didn't have a choice because I still feel that I still have a lot to figure out on defense before that. I out of the undefeateds left, I'd put myself at 3 or 4.
Yeah, you're right. You're behind me.
You take down a god, you get godlike responsibilities.
No, it's just, I mean, the shakeups will still keep happening, but yeah. Jordan wanted to bitch to me, but he watches our podcast now. And we always talk down to him, so here you go, buddy. Top 10 spot. Don't fuck it up now.
3 and 2. This is your shot. Don't fuck it up.
There is so many people on that 9 through 10 that we could put in that it's going to be a revolving door if people start losing. Also, I'm excited to see maybe some bigger games and maybe a Biz Hulk matchup, getting MJD versus X or Sin, getting Mac in there. I'd like to see some games against the top 10 against each other.
And
Yeah.
Nick is also excited. It's probably going to be his last week in the top 10 power rankings because he's going to have a couple computers, and then he just sucks.
CPU, come on, baby. Give me some wins.
Should have thought about that before you took a vacation.
I'll be sipping mimosas on the beach and not giving a fuck. All right, and our game of the week for next week is going to be the Cowboys versus the Jets. Biz and Billy.
All right, Billy, here's your chance to get fucking back in. Don't fuck it up.
Billy,
All right, Nick, can we? I didn't know what the game of the week was going on, so I want Nick to explain to me very clearly why this is the game of the week.
Why wouldn't this be the game of the week? You got a 5-0
No,
against a 3-1.
I want you specifically to tell me what factors of this game makes it the game of the week.
Okay, first off, you got the records. This is the best record game of the week next week. On top of that, you have a top 10 in the power rankings versus the guy who just dropped out, wanting redemption, wanting to get back into this power rankings. He's going to take down the big dog in the upset and jump back into the rankings next weekend. You heard it here first.
Let's go, Billy. I want that
Okay.
one.
Okay, Queen Elizabeth, that was a nice fucking answer for your people. Now let's hear the real reason why you want this as the game of the fucking week. I want everybody to know why you put this as the game of the fucking week.
There really wasn't much to it besides it was a good record and I thought it'd be a fucking good game to sponsor. Besides that, the only other game was Mac X, and I didn't want to sponsor X 3 game of the weeks in a row.
All right, buddy, you just lied, denying, counter accuse. We'll end it on that. You just keep denying that shit, buddy.
Has nothing to do with he gets to go in depth on what happens about that game.
He does it. He's gonna be gone.
Yeah, I'll be gone next week for the fucking podcast. No, I get back on Sunday.
Oh, okay.
Maybe we can bring Billy in for a special guest.
Oh God, Billy or Biz, both special guests to come in and talk about their game of the week. I think we could get something in on this.
Also, yeah, guys, a lot of you keep asking about jumping on the show and being a guest. That's fine, but tell us what you want to do to contribute. Like, I mean, we could have you sit in here and debate with us and stuff, but if you have an idea what you want to do when you come on the show, let us know what you want to do, and we'll try to figure out a way to fit you in.
And we're always looking for more suggestions to improve the podcast, new segments, new bits, anything.
Yep, absolutely. Leave your comments. Let us know what you want to see.
All right. We'll see you guys
Don't
next
forget
week.
to hit the like, subscribe button.
Please get us to YouTube trending. My kids are starving.
Yeah, but if you like what you just saw, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and share button down below.